Hello everyone. So we'll continue the problems on reciprocating air compressor. We have solved a couple of problems on single stage air compressor and a multi-stage air compressor in the previous video. So in this particular video we will take one more example on multi-stage air compression, again without clearance volume. So previous problem also was without clearance volume, and this particular problem also is without clearance volume. We shall solve one more problem on that so that we will feel comfortable in this. Okay, so let us take the problem. A two-stage compressor compresses air from 15 degrees Celsius 100 kPa to 6000 kPa. So this is your inlet pressure and this is your outlet pressure of the compressor after the two-stage compression. So after two-stage compression it is able to achieve 6000 kPa of pressure. The air is cooled in the intercooler at 30 degrees Celsius and the intermediate pressure is steady at 733 kPa. So he has given and he has mentioned the value of intermediate pressure here. So the value of Pi is given here. Okay, he has given the value of P1 also, which is inlet, and even the value of P2 is also given. So which I have mentioned here. So this is the intermediate, suction and delivery. Okay, so he has given all the pressures. The low pressure cylinder is 10 centimeters in diameter and stroke for both the cylinders is 11.25 centimeter. That means the diameter of the LP cylinder is given as 10 centimeter and the stroke for both the cylinders, that means for both HP as well as for LP, it is 11.25 centimeters, but he has nowhere mentioned about the diameter of the HP cylinder. Okay, so he has given the LP cylinder diameter and stroke for both the things. Okay, assuming the compression law of PV raised to the power of 1.35 is equals to constant, it means the value of N is how much? Yes, it is 1.35, and the volume of air at the atmospheric condition drawn in per stroke is equal to the low pressure cylinder swept volume. So this particular sentence is again becoming important now. What is that? The volume of air at atmospheric conditions drawn in per stroke is equal to the LP cylinder swept volume. Okay, how we could use this condition we shall see in the problem. So find the power of the compressor when running at 250 rpm. The speed of the compressor is given as the 250 rpm. Find also the diameter. Yes, so he has asked the diameter of the high pressure cylinder, which was nowhere mentioned in the problem. So he is asking us to calculate the diameter of the HP cylinder. Now we shall see how to do with this problem. So any problem given, first you have to write the PV diagram stating the given data on it. Okay, so the PV diagram is given as such because it is two stage with an intercooler. So intercooler functions from here to here. Okay, now so consider the process 1 to 2. So from process 1 to 2, which process it does? It is idea this one, polytropic process. If it is a polytropic process, apply the PVT conversion equation for a polytropic process. PVT conversion equation for a polytropic process is what? It is P1 by P2 is equals to V2 by V1 whole to the power of N, that is equals to T1 by T2 whole to the power of N divided by N minus 1. Equate the pressures and temperatures, so you will get this particular expression here. Okay, so substitute the values of T1. Okay, you know the value of P2 and P1, you know the value of N. So the value of T2 is 482.7 Kelvin. So the value of T2 is this particular point here. Okay, now given that the volume of air drawn, that was an important sentence which I was highlighting previously, given that the volume of air drawn in stroke, that is V1 is equals to volume of air drawn V1 is equals to how much? It is equal to the LP cylinder swept volume itself. So what is the value of V1? He has given it as indirectly how much? It is the swept volume of the LP cylinder. So inlet volume is equals to the swept volume of the swept volume of the LP cylinder. So if you want to calculate V1, you need to calculate the swept volume of the LP cylinder, which is given as pi d square into L into N. As apply it for the swept volume, apply it for the LP cylinder. So substitute all the values. So since he has given the diameters and the stroke of LP cylinder, there is no issue in calculating. Even the speed also is given, so there is absolutely no issue in calculating this. So the swept volume of LP cylinder, in the either way, the volume drawn at the inlet is given as V1 is equals to 0.2209 meter cube per minute. And the mass of air handled, consider any of the state point, preferably the starting point, which is state 1. So apply the ideal gas equation here. So PV is equals to mRT, correct? So apply the ideal gas equation for this state 1. You will get the mass. So at state 1, in the sense everything will be at 1. So for m, it is P1 V1 divided by R into T1. So R for air is 0.287. You have to remember this particular value. I told you the value of Cp, Cv and R have to be remembered for air and water. Okay. So substitute P1 value, V1 value and T1 value. So the mass of air handled is, we'll get it as 0.2673 kg per minute. Okay. Next. So this was the previous. Okay. Total work done by the cylinder is the work done in the LP cylinder and work done in a HP cylinder. So apply the single stage air compressive process formula, which is this thing here, this expression here, for both the cylinders. So for LP cylinder is this, and for the HP cylinder is this. You have to change the values of T1, P2 and P1. Okay. It will be changed to P3, P3 and P2. Okay. So you know all the terms in that particular formula. Substitute the whole thing here like this. Once you calculate it, you will be getting it as 2.043 kilojoules per second. So if you want the power to drive this compressor, so it is directly, you have multiplied the mass, I think. So you have multiplied the mass flow rate directly. So definitely you will be getting it in watts itself. So it is 2.043 kilowatt. Next. So you need to calculate the volume of air admitted to the HP cylinder is given by. Okay. First you have to calculate the cylinder dia, is it? So you have to calculate the diameter of the HP cylinder. How will be doing it? So you have to follow this procedure. Okay. Now V3 is equals to mR T3 divided by P3, correct? So you know the value of T3 and P3. Calculate the volume flow rate at state 3. So at state 3, in the sense, let me come back to the PV diagram. So this is your state 3, correct? So what is the state 3? This is the state condition at which it is inputting to the HP cylinder, correct? So this is the inlet condition for your HP cylinder. So at that particular stage, whatever volume you are inputting, that becomes your stroke of that particular stroke volume of HP cylinder, correct? So that's why whatever this value is there should be equal to the stroke volume of the HP cylinder, which is given as pi by 4 into d2 square into L2 into n. Okay, d2 you don't know, you have to calculate it. Anyhow, the stroke remains same for the LP and HP cylinder, which is given in the problem as 11.25, and n is also given. So the only unknown in this whole thing is the value of d2. That can be calculated very easily as 3.79 centimeters. So this is how we will calculate the diameter of your HP cylinder. Try this problem once again. The following particulars apply to a two-stage air compressor. Stroke is given, LP cylinder diameter is given, final pressure is given, intermediate pressure is also given. So temperature of the air leaving the intercooler is given. Leaving the intercooler means, since it is T3 in the same PV diagram of this particular problem. Okay, the temperature of the air leaving the intercooler is 34 degrees Celsius. T3 is given. If the air drawn inside the compressor is 1 bar, so find the power. So that is all you have to do it. Okay. So any doubts while solving this, you can contact me.